this video, I'm going to show you what determines your self-worth and what doesn't. So if you are someone who struggles with comparing yourself or not feeling good about yourself in whatever way, if this is speaking to you, don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I'm going to be rolling out so many more videos coming up that you don't want to miss out, okay? So hello and welcome to the Self-Worth series with me, Nicole Rodriguez. Let me tell you how the Self-Worth series was born. I mean, technically it's being born today with uploading my first video, but it was first born in my brain a couple months ago when on Instagram I put out a question, what's the number one thing in your life that's keeping you from having more joy? And I had a couple answers that were stress related, I had some that were family related, but by far the majority of answers I received had to do with self-worth in some way. I had people saying they struggled with comparing themselves to other people, seeing people on social media, just having perfectionism about themselves and not feeling good in some way. That was the number one thing that was keeping people from joy. Why was that the theme of answers I was getting to my Instagram question? I didn't put anything in my question about self-worth or self-esteem or whatever. I said, what's the number one thing in your life that's keeping you from having more joy? And they all had to do with self-worth. Why is this such a widespread struggle for people? Because we don't actually understand our worth. Because if we actually understood it, and I mean truly understood it, we would not have to feel so bad. Okay, well let's talk about that key word, worth, right? So vocabulary.com defines worth as the inherent value of something based on the qualities of excellence, usefulness, or importance. Okay, well you might be thinking about those last few words, excellence, importance, usefulness, but let's forget about all those words right now and let's think about the very first couple words, the inherent value. Inherent. Right, I'm not talking about the worth of a Chipotle burrito. Okay, I went to Chipotle tonight, my burrito cost $7, but that doesn't mean it's always worth $7. Chipotle at any point could move that up or down. And all the ingredients it's made of, it's not actually worth $7. It's worth $7 to me, that's why I'm willing to pay for it. So no, I'm not talking about that kind of worth. I'm talking about that inherent worth. Okay, inherent means permanent or characteristic. So when it comes to you, think about that. You have had inherent, infinite value from the moment you were created. I used to attach my self-worth to how many likes I got on an Instagram post, how clear my skin was, if my legs were toned or not, my goals. I'd get really motivated and super dedicated to a goal. I'd plan it all out exactly how I was going to achieve it and on what day and at what time it was going to be achieved. And then if I didn't achieve it, I literally could feel my worth just going out of me. Let me tell you, as someone who went through the self-torture cycle, that's what I like to call it, for years, none of that stuff matters. Do you believe me? None of that stuff I just said a minute ago matters. Did you know that average age in the US of death right now is 78 and a half? Okay, I don't know about you, but to me, 78 and a half years is really not that much time to be immortal on this earth. I don't want you to be at the end of your life looking back knowing that you were horrible to yourself or you just felt horrible about yourself. I promise you, you do not have to go through this struggle your whole life. The bad thoughts, the mean thoughts you have about yourself, the beliefs you hold does not make it true. Just because you think something or believe something does not make it true. So the question remains then, what does determine your self-worth? Well, if it's not likes or followers, it's not your body or looks, it's not your accomplishments or what you haven't accomplished, it's not whether you're married yet, if you're an adult, it's not how many friends you have, it's not how often you go out to do cool stuff, to get a picture of, to post on Instagram, to show off how cool your life is, right? It's not any of that. Guess what? Your self-worth is equal to everybody else's. Beyonce or Brad Pitt or some model or some influencer or anybody you look up to that you think is really successful and awesome, they don't have a greater self-worth than you. I do not have greater self-worth than you. Seriously. and your self-worth cannot fluctuate. It doesn't change depending on any of the factors we talked about earlier. None of that determines your self-worth. The fact that you are a living, breathing human being does. I know it's cheesy, but you literally determine your self-worth. Your self-worth never changes. It is already determined from the moment you are created. It's a gift. Here's this word again. We inherently get as humans. Okay, so I'm just getting started. I literally have so much more to share with you. So if you want to hear more about my personal story of overcoming my low self-esteem, low confidence, make sure to subscribe to my channel and like this video because I have so much coming up for you in upcoming videos. So I will see you next time.